Back live on this Wednesday. We apologize we missed a week. I was in an area that I did not have access
Guys,
to. Well,
he was hunting Bigfoot.
I had internet. I offered to do it. Thomas had made other plans, so
He was hunting Bigfoot. I think he got railed by Bigfoot.
it's Thomas's fault because I had Starlink. I had probably better internet than you have at home.
Probably.
So, but we are back. We missed a week. We got to celebrate America's birthday. We are live on Twitch, Sammy and Beer. If you want to chat with me, we're live on YouTube again. Sammy and Beer as well. If you would like to chat with Thomas,
Mm-hmm.
feel free to reach out to us. We would so much enjoy chatting with you. Yeah, so Thomas, what's up?
Sup?
What's up?
It has been a busy few weeks. So I actually just woke up from like a 4 hour nap, and probably the greatest nap I've ever had. So great, in fact, that I had just the strangest dreams. Just the fucking weirdest goddamn dreams. But it's been good. It's been great. Lots going on. Lots changing, but lots not changing. As in, we're gonna play Minecraft with your sons tonight, and that's gonna put some dopamine back in my body. I'll tell you what. Uh,
Yeah.
I did get to see one of our favorite co-stars sometimes. One of our favorite guests this 4th of July.
Oh,
Old Gaberino.
fair enough.
That was a great time. Got to see his wife and his baby. That is a funny baby. She is, I don't know, toddlers. Not toddlers. She's still like really young, but they're just so fucking funny to me. How they experience the world. So, got a kick out of that. But yeah, let's get
Yeah,
into it.
kids are interesting.
Kids are fucking funny, is what they are. But yeah, I'm here. You're here. We're all here. Let's do something weird. Uh, just so we're aware, Sammy's and Beer podcast will be doing its first official ghost hunt this next June.
So are you officially coming?
Oh, I'm coming. Yeah, even if I like have to wait to book it and camp somewhere else nearby, I'm coming. That sounds fucking phenomenal, and I'll literally save up leave for it right now. I have enough leave for it, so I can put it in October. I can put in leave for it because that's the start of the next fiscal year for us. So
Okay.
I kind of have to wait till October to put in leave for it, but I'll figure out a way to make it. I'm coming.
Nice.
I'm gonna
That's
come.
awesome, dude.
I'm gonna come. I'm coming. Yeah, no, it looks super fun. First official Sammy's Beer podcast, Ghost Hunt. In fact, we will be sponsored by my sister, and she's letting me use a bunch of her ghost hunting equipment.
Oh.
So we're gonna have like.
Well, and I've heard rumor that a while ago Jim Carrey went to stay in room 213
I think that's the room from the movie. Yeah.
and said he was going to stay in it all night and did not and will not talk about his experience after leaving.
Ooh.
Which it was kind of funny because I brought it up. I didn't know how much my family or my in-laws and stuff would be into it, and all of them were kind of like, "Yeah, that sounds fucking awesome. Let's do that."
Everyone's at least a little into it until the sun goes down. Then a lot of people are suddenly
Yeah.
not into it at all. Which I mean, I totally understand. But I wanna like shoot a video because I have a GoPro. I want to shoot a video of us having like experiencing it there and like edit it to where it's like Ghost Adventures, but everything's misspelled because it's a patented like logo, and we're just
Mhm.
doing Ghost Adventure stuff. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty funny.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's a bar, so
Ooh.
we'll be alright. No, it looks
There's
like a fun time.
Yeah, and for everybody who doesn't know, this is in Espen Park, Colorado.
Estes.
Estes Park.
Mm-hmm.
I keep saying it wrong.
It is fucking gorgeous out there.
We decided while we were camping this last weekend that that's where we wanted to go next year, and then started finding stuff. And you were the one that brought up the hotel. My wife found a tubing spot that we can do that's about an hour south
Ooh, Colorado tubing too.
to like
Beautiful.
float. Like
Hmm.
it'd be like a float, not whitewater rafting or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, kids, we don't want to go crazy.
Well, and old people, my in-laws said that they would not go whitewater rafting.
Yeah, I figured you're really old, so you wouldn't want to go whitewater rafting. That makes sense. You can't
Well,
bring
I'd be
your
fine with it.
can't bring your walker into the canoe. Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Um,
Oh, but, no, but there's like some really cool nature preserves. There's caves. I mean, we went to SS
yeah, I
Parks
mean,
when I was a kid, and it's fucking the tits.
yeah, it looked like a really cool spot. And it's like up in the mountains. Like we were kind of looking, so it was hot as balls. We were camping this last weekend or this last week. And there was 2 days where it was like 99 with 80% humidity. So it felt like it was like 106 out, just some standard Texas heat.
Oh yeah,
And we were just fucking melting. And I'm like, this fucking sucks. I do not like this. Even in the water, you were fucking hot because it felt like the sun was just burning you.
that's why you got to like go through. You got to go through flowing water, otherwise you're just gonna get cooked alive.
Um, but so we did that, and then I was looking, and I'm like, so we're looking at different spots to go because I want to go to the mountains. I love the mountains,
Beautiful.
and
Yeah.
we kind of found this spot, and I was like, we looked at temperatures, and temperature there was like 79, and then we looked a spot hour to the west, and it was like 15 degrees warmer at like 92,
Mm-hmm.
which my sister said that it's at an elevation of like 5,000 feet.
Yes.
So
Which
that's
you're gonna
it.
have
We might even have to turn our fucking heaters on at night,
probably.
which would be fucking amazing.
One big thing too, though, you got to remember, which we should be cognizant when it happens, is that we can't overdo alcohol. You will get drunk
Yep.
faster the higher you go on an altitude. So some
Yep.
just a little, maybe beers the first day. Maybe only beers.
Yeah.
But the little
Well,
town it's attached to has so much fucking shit in it. If you ever want to just like have a day out on the town, there's
Yeah,
wineries, bookstores, like everything you could think of a small Colorado
there's a
town.
mountain roller coaster. I think we'll do that one day.
Okay, I'm down.
And there's a bunch of people coming too. Like as of right now, so my family, my sister and her husband and their daughter said that they're coming. My in-laws, my brother-in-law and his wife and his daughter, I believe, are coming. They invited my sister-in-law, and then my wife actually invited two of her book friends.
I did invite somebody
That's fine.
because you said that I could, right? Like we could.
You were free to do whatever you like, buddy.
I invited Gabe and his family.
That's fine.
I figured, but yeah. So this is gonna be a big one.
If everybody shows up, and my in-laws were kind of like, well, this is going to be, like, that's like 20 people if all these people show up. Because then my brother-in-law was talking about having his friend and their family come as well.
Well, at that point,
And they're
like,
like, this is going to be 20 plus people. And I'm like, yeah, but we can say, hey, this is what we'd like to do tomorrow. We're leaving at this time. If
Yep.
you guys want to come, cool. If not, this is what we're going to go do. We'll meet back here at 5 or 6. We're going to try and plan something for supper.
Yep.
And if you guys want to cook, cool. If not, cool. And we can have a campfire together. And if you just want to come on this vacation and see us 3 times and say, hey, how's it going? And go do your own fucking thing, go do that.
who cares, right?
Exactly.
It's
You
still
want to sit in your camper the whole time and watch Netflix? More power to you.
my father's like that.
So,
I mean, I tell them like it's just like okay, then do that. You're paying for it, like you're paying for it, so make the most of it for
Yeah.
you.
yeah. See, I don't like sitting around while I'm out camping like that. Like, I want to be out doing stuff.
I'll sit around outside if I'm hungover.
Yes, if I can sit around, like, and that was the downside with this, with it being so hot, like we couldn't, well, I don't know how we survived in the Ozarks. I still, looking back, I don't know how we lived through that with how hot it was.
I don't know.
I don't know how you guys lived in a fucking tent.
You're just up. You
'Cause
got
that was-
up,
That was like 100 degrees the whole time we were there.
and we're more acclimatized to the heat, though. You got to remember that too.
Still.
But still, A lot of water, a lot of body armor. I've come to realize is like my ultimate hydration tool.
Yeah,
Body armor is
I
just.
do. I like the what is it? Liquid IV.
I don't like liquid IV. It just don't like the taste.
See, I got a bomb pop one that I find pretty tasty.
Mm.
But I was drinking like 2 or 3 water bottles, a couple liquid IVs, some Gatorades, and then throwing a soda or two in there,
Oh yeah.
just drinking nonstop and not peeing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're sweating it all out. It sucks, but it is what it is.
So
But this will be a fun. I definitely I went there as a kid, so obviously I don't know like all that really cool stuff to do, but I only just
yeah,
have this very vivid positive memory of Estes Park, Colorado.
yeah.
Yeah, we did Christmas out there when I was like 12, I think. Like it was
Ooh, Christmas time would be even better.
Christmas was crazy cool. Just a ton of snow, but it doesn't shut down the town because they're used to a fuck ton of snow and just we went snowshoeing.
There might actually be snow when we're there.
Very possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. We got to watch out for bears.
Yep.
I'll just bring
My coolers are bear proof.
I'll bring the shotgun. Hey, I mean, people are like, "Oh, use the bear pepper spray." I'm like, if a bear is coming for me and my fucking family, I got slugs in the the fucking shotgun. It'll kill the neighbor's fridge who's 2 houses over. Like, we ain't playing around. That bear's gonna be fucking
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
It is exciting to think about because that would be a really nice vacation. And I'll talk to you offline about some more job stuff. And obviously, I still have a job, but more opportunities are
Yeah.
coming. And I just,
I will tell you something real funny that the conversation that kind of was had is when we were talking about inviting you. My wife's like, "Well, should we see if Thomas just wants to stay with us?" And I was like, "Fuck no."
yeah, no.
She's like, "Oh no." And I'm like, "I don't want fucking another grown adult in here. Like, our kids walk around in their underwear.
Yeah, no.
It's hard enough to get busy without another adult in here. You know,
That's
like,
fair. Yeah, no, I wouldn't cramp your style like that. If it was a cabin and there was like separate bedrooms, then I'd go
yeah,
split with you. That's fine. But like, it's not, so I won't.
well, yeah, like, I guess if you wanted to sleep on one of the kids' bunks, maybe,
I'm
and they
a
can double up.
5 years ago, I would have been absolutely for that because I was like a degenerate, and
Mhm.
now I'm like, no, I have my routine. I have my nighttime routine. I need to do. I need my
Yep.
alone time. Like
Yeah,
it's weird.
people don't understand it, but like, it's almost a bad thing. Actually, before we keep going, we need to do shots.
I actually have a shot today, like an actual
Me
shot
too.
today.
And the golden lid.
Ooh, wish I had a cup. I don't think I do.
Oh, that's way too much. Oh, that's so much. God damn it.
Well, there's no pouring it back.
There's not. You want to go first? Or you want me to?
I have an idea. You go first. I gotta finish most of this so I can put it in this bottle so I can drink it faster. Because those little bottles make me gag.
Okay. Um, my shot is going out to all the dads that are signing up to be head football coaches. We just had our meeting. I am not a head football coach because I don't want to deal with parents. I don't like people. I will help the kids. I will do everything on that field except for communicate with parents. So here's cheers to all the dads that are signing up to be head football coaches this summer.
Badass dads. Oh, damn. That was a lot. All right. I actually have one today. Recently at work, there's been a lot of changes and there's been a lot of move arounds. And there's just been, right, just with the way the world's going, we have to flex and make a little work for a lot. Here's to the motherfuckers that can take feedback, like negative feedback, and make it positive and make positive changes for themselves. I couldn't do that at 23. And I have these airmen that are just like sucking it up, swallowing their pride, and figuring things out. This is to them. Like, they're kicking ass. And my pride wouldn't have never allowed that as like a 23-year-old. So, kudos. Ooh, that's tequila. Ooh, the nips. I'm nipping. You like my shirt?
Sweet. Is that like a what is it? The Rising Sun?
Pretty much.
Uh, is it Led Zeppelin?
I think maybe. I don't know.
House of the Rising Sun? No, it's not Led Zeppelin.
One of your old bands.
That's gonna drive me crazy now. I
If
can sing
you
the song in my head. There is the house in New Orleans.
if you
They
could
call the rising sun.
if you could, would you learn to fly a plane and own a plane?
Yeah.
Like, is that something you'd be interested in?
Mhm. I'd be way more comfortable being in control of flying a plane than being a passenger in a plane.
I mean, I like being a passenger in planes. Exit row.
But a plane-
You know how like
Nope.
it takes all of that I am not to be like a little piece of shit when I fly commercially, because I'll get the exit row. Military, you can usually score the exit row without paying for it, which is great.
Uh-huh.
And then they're like, okay, and then they walk through like the emergency procedures of like how to exit like abandon an airplane and ditching, crash landing, all this stuff. And I just want to be like, please, I know more than you. Go back to like reading my paper. Please, I know more than you do.
I'm super excited to fly with my oldest son
Has he never flown
because
before?
when he was really young,
Hmm.
I mean, there's four of us. It's fucking expensive to fly places. And I got a vehicle. I can fucking drive to everywhere that we need to go.
Yeah, true.
Because then if you fly with all of us, like you got to rent a car and it just. But like he is such a rule follower. I can just imagine him going through the conversations, like when they're going over all the where the exits are. Because when we go to a movie theater, and you know at the beginning of a movie they say, "Please now locate all your exits."
Yeah.
He does this and points to it, like, "Oh, there's one. There's the exit. All right, we're good." And like looks to confirm that we all see where the exit is.
He's
So I can imagine what he would be like on a plane, like grabbing stuff, clicking stuff, like looking for his vest.
looking through the brochure that like has all the emergency procedures in it. Yeah.
Yep.
I
Me, I'm
mean,
just like, fuck off.
I would love to like work an air show over there one of these days and bring your boys on and like walk them through a plane. I feel like they would
We have
get.
one over here.
Yeah, but they don't always have an AE exhibit. So that's like the kicker. So I'd have to organize
Oh,
getting a bird there and then getting myself there with a maintainer crew to make sure the bird's operable. It's work. It's doable. It's just
yeah, I think it's coming up here in either July or August that we do ours
hmm.
because it's usually hot as fuck.
Oh, my little cousin, she enlisted. She's actually getting her shit tore up today.
Oh,
She wanted to go to the Air Force. She's like, she called me in like a few months ago. She's like, I don't know what to do with my life. I just failed out of college. Like, I know you're in the Air Force. Is it worth it? And I'm like, yes. That's exactly why most people join. So come here, mija. Let's go talk to a recruiter. And I took her to talk to a recruiter, and she wanted to be like this or that or the other, blah blah blah. I ended up getting her a dental hygienist slot, which is, I mean, that's great. Like you get a skill when you leave, right? Like a skill that could support you. You know, not making $1,000,000, but hey,
no, I just don't make bad money.
no, they make livable money, like 60 to 70,000. You know, which is great. Like that's super great here, at least in San Antonio. And
Yeah,
so she signed her contract, and she's at basic right now. I'll be there in a few months to see her graduate.
nice.
Yeah, she'll train here, so she doesn't get like that initial homesickness right away. Allows her to get that separation from her parents and like wean her into it. And she'll train here for like a
Yeah,
while, and then she'll be off to wherever the fuck Uncle Sam sends her.
yeah,
And she'll probably be married within the year.
probably.
I can see that. Yeah, that's how they work.
Strong bonds are formed.
And yeah, trauma bonds. Fuck.
Mhm.
But yeah, uh, I'm excited for Estes Parks. I want to go look at for rocks with your kids because I like rocks.
Jackson will be into it. He's talked about becoming a geologist.
Just like Randy Marsh.
Hmm.
Do you know who that is?
Yeah, from South Park.
Yeah. Do you want to go to South Park?
can.
There's nothing in there.
Oh,
It's
but no.
yeah, it's a town, and there's like some billboard cutouts, and that's it.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it's a waste of real estate because you could put like a shitty walk in there and like all of this shit from the show, and I think it would be like a huge attraction. People would love it, but I think the people who live in South Park don't necessarily like this show.
We're not.
Can't blame them.
So here's a question for you. Do you put levels on your cousins?
What do you mean?
Like, do you know what like a first cousin is, a second cousin, a third cousin?
I have no idea what any of that bullshit is. The
So
people who do that are the ones that are interested in fucking their cousins.
fair enough. So I should watch out for my wife.
Yeah, do they put the levels for the cousins?
She is very into the levels
It's so weird.
because like her cousins' kids. She's like, well, their kids are my second cousins, so she's telling my boys like, so then they're your third cousins, and I'm like, they're your cousins, just whatever. And then like her cousin has a little 5-year-old, and we were at a family reunion. And the 5-year-old comes up and they're like, Mom, do you want to come swim with me? And she's like, oh, why don't you ask Dad? And we were all sitting at the same area. And Dad's like, I got to do this. He goes, why don't you ask your Uncle Matt? And I'm like, yeah, I'll come swimming with you. And Brittany is like, oh, don't get him confused on what our relationships are here and stuff. And I'm like, what does it matter if he calls me Uncle Matt or Cousin Matt?
That's
or,
a very
like,
Mexican thing. You just if it's someone who's older that isn't like directly related, like a sibling, then it's your uncle or your aunt. Like it just
that's
stops the
kinda
kids
it's
from
like
getting confused.
it's family. It's a family term that's somebody that's friends with your parents.
And even then, like it doesn't have to be blood either. So like a great example is Gabe. Gabe and Avery are constantly refer to me as Uncle T for Beaner, you know, so which is one of the affluent, affectionate names they give their very white daughter. I think it's hilarious.
That's funny. We used to call my sister Beaner.
Really?
And none of us really put it together till we were in like our 20s, and then we realized that it was like a slur.
Nah, it's not really a slur. Like,
well,
you have like the N word, and you have like Jewish slurs that people will like actually take offense to. But I know Mexican, I know that is fucking cool is going to be offended by Beaner or Wetback or any of those things, right? Like, I know I don't give a fuck.
There's plenty of white Democrats that will be offended.
Correct. That's I was just like, get the fuck out of here. But yeah, like it's interesting. Yeah, and they call me Uncle T, and they like that trip made my heart like sore a lot because I like babies, right? But you know, I don't have any babies, and I help my sister with hers, but he's brand new. I like that age of like can almost walk to until they start asking a fuck ton of questions. Like that right there for me is super fun.
I like not being the parent around the fuck ton of questions.
Yes. Oh, no, I can't do that. It gets grating.
Yeah. It's like with the 5-year-old. Like, I come up with all sorts of cool shit that him and his parents can do.
And like, I guess I looked enough like Gabe's siblings, right? And she's been around them. So I look so much like everyone else in the family. I had my facial hair grown a little bit that she just was like,
you mean because you're brown?
Yeah, it was definitely because I'm brown. And so it was just a great trip. Yeah. I got to hang out with Beaner, but like it was like just in that fun uncle sense. I would make her eggs and she would fuck up them eggs. I'll tell you what, it was so cute. I was just feeding her and hanging out with Gabe.
Were you guys near any of the flooding, or was that a little south?
So it was about an hour and a half south. So I got up there the day before it happened.
Okay.
I got really, really lucky. Really, cat? Stop.
What about San Antonio? Because we
didn't really get any flooding.
I heard that the River Rock got like flooded out and shit.
No, I mean, yeah, it happens all the time. Not all the time, but it happens enough to where it's just. We've had just like a few weeks beforehand, we had flooding where people died in San Antonio. Yeah.
Oh,
But it wasn't as
well,
bad as the flooding that happened very recently.
yeah,
And
because
so
there's still a shit ton of people. There's still a bunch of people missing.
I was driving down and I had Google Maps. I had to turn around a bunch of times because it was just the road was like I couldn't pass the road. I had to
Yeah.
go. I came from the east. I had to go around Austin to the west and come down.
Okay.
Like it took me all day to get home. Hungover, tired. But ooh, you know what I'll do? Because I'm debating on if I'm gonna fly to Colorado or
Mhm.
just drive. I think I'm gonna drive and stop at
That'll be like a fucking 16-hour drive for you.
yeah, whatever. When I'm by
Last
myself,
time you said that was too far.
nah, I could do it.
It's
Because
like 2 trips ago, you were like, this is max. Like we're flying anywhere else. And especially San Antonio to Denver would be an easy drive, and then
we'll
get
see.
up to
Because
Estes
I
Park.
want my Jeep for the mountain.
Huh?
I want to use my Jeep in the mountains.
Oh,
You know.
I don't, but okay.
I don't know. Just like a vibe. We'll see. I'll make it work.
I'm
Because
gonna
I
buy a
could.
case of rubber ducks and just fucking throw them at you.
You can.
Every time I see you, I'm just gonna throw a stupid fucking rubber duck at
And
you,
I'll
and it'll cost me like $13.
I'll put it in the Jeep on the dashboard. Line them up. I always find it weird. I have like a basket full of rubber ducks that I used to give to people,
Mhm.
and my basket just keep be overflowing because people give ducks back, right? I just find them all the time on my car. So I'm sure I've driven
I
away
think
with
that
ducks
is
on my car.
I think that is such a stupid thing. Do you limit it to just Wranglers or do you give it to any Jeep?
Just Wranglers.
See, because there's other people in the Jeep category that will do it. Like I've seen Grand Cherokees with them. I've seen Renegades with them.
Yeah, they're just trying to like jump in. I will not give a duck or a wave to someone in a Grand Cherokee. I will give someone one if they're a Jeep Cherokee, like a mid '90s Jeep Cherokee with big wheels. Because the whole point is like to be the lifted big tire Jeep, right? Like that. So when you re-kit out like an old Jeep, even if it's Cherokee, it like fits the motif. So I'm like, respect for that. But definitely not a Renegade.
My niece drives a
I
Renegade.
hate the Renegades. I hate them so much.
I think they're like the perfect like high school kid car though,
Probably. I think a Jeep is a great high school
especially
kid
for up
car,
here.
to be honest with you. It's easy to work on, easy to fix, go anywhere.
If you
Does
know how to do it.
Yeah, but no, well, the old ones they were easy to fix. The newer ones they require like more stuff. But like mine,
I don't have a dream car.
me neither. I've never been a car guy.
Like I had to come up with one when I worked at the car lot because I'd get asked that question all the time.
Hmm.
And so I just set a car that I thought was cool. And mainly it was just I saw one once and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." And that's the year I was born. I mean, it's not a classic car. It's not even it was an 84 Chevy Monte Carlo.
It's not even considered like a muscle car.
No. And I think that was kind of what I liked about it is it was like you could put a V8 in it and have it be like a sleeper. And it was like a two-door with a small back seat.
It's classy.
So it could be, but I don't have I couldn't care fucking any less about what I drive. Like if anything, all I want out of my vehicles is them to start every time and to do what I need them to do.
I wouldn't mind having
That's it.
a classic restored car, like a '69 Mustang or a '71 Chevelle, right? I wouldn't mind that. Like that would be fun. They don't go very fast. They're powerful, but they just look good. Like they just look clean if you keep it in
Yeah,
good shape.
I don't know. If I was gonna get like a fun car, it would have to be like a convertible, something I can put the top down on
Well, you're a big dude, so I
and
wouldn't
just
recommend a Porsche. I wouldn't recommend most sports cars because you're a bigger dude either.
no,
Like
no.
it's just
I've
not
been
gonna
in
fit.
sports cars. Yeah, I've been in um, yeah, quite a few sports cars, and like if I was gonna get like a muscle car, I would get a Dodge Charger.
Yeah, that makes sense. My uncle
Those are big.
has a nice Bentley, and he's a bigger dude. That's like a luxury car.
Okay.
You know, I've ridden in that. That's fast. It's very nice, and it's just cozy. Drives it fucking self at this point too.
Yeah. No, I've been in a Hellcat Charger, and that thing was fast as fuck. That was the fastest car I've ever been in.
Oh, I believe it.
Like, we were going like 20 miles an hour, and he fucking did something on his dashboard and just stepped on it and fucking roasted the tires for the next 3 gears.
So the old
And by the time
Hellcats,
we were done, we were going fucking 80.
used to have the two key system. There's like the black
Mhm.
key, which awakens half the engine, and the red key that awakens the full
Yep.
engine. Yeah,
Yep.
that's pretty cool. Stuff like that.
Well, and they even have like, well, they've gotten so technological advanced now. Like they had a launching system in their dashboard
Mhm.
for the Hellcat, so like you could choose what kind of sport mode, or and then determine how much power, how much slip you were going to give, and things like that.
Oh yeah, we're getting too advanced.
I don't know. I think a lot of that stuff with cars is actually really fucking dumb though. Like people, you ever seen people do like burnout competitions?
Mm-hmm.
I think that is the dumbest fucking thing in the world.
Just ruining your good tires.
Just ruining tires. Like I've talked to people and they're like, "Oh, I gotta go buy a new set of tires. We're doing a burnout competition this weekend at this." And I'm like, "So you're gonna ruin a whole set of tires? Like you're just gonna fucking burn money to say you did the best burnout?"
Dumb.
That's cool, man. Awesome. Good luck to you.
Speaking of stuff like that, I was talking to my dad because he likes to go gambling, as I'm sure you do too. And he's given me his tips and tricks to like not make it an addiction, right? Like because that's a slippery slope, especially if you're winning, you know.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, that's how you become addicted.
yeah, and he was telling me like I only set this amount of money aside each time. I'm not allowed to go to the ATM. Like all these rules, and for him, because like I don't get it in my brain because I don't like gambling. It's not my thing, right? It never has been. But for him, he gets a full evening's worth of entertainment. Yeah, he might lose some money, but he might win some money. He's scored some pretty decent jackpots. I think you still had the biggest, but he's scored some pretty decent jackpots.
Well, and that's what it is. I mean, it's just entertainment.
And free drinks.
And I generally don't even drink while I gamble. Like I might have a beer or two, but usually I got to drive home and shit, and I just,
Yeah,
I don't want to be clouded judgment while I'm making financial decisions.
that's fair. I've drank while I've been in a casino, but I've left my wallet in my room. I have my ID and my cash, and that's it. And I've done that.
See, and that's if you're going out to casually do it, like it's one thing versus like going out and like I don't know. It's such a different thing. It's kind of, I mean, but it's like anything, going to concerts. Going to concerts is fucking ridiculously
It is
expensive,
so expensive.
you know? And if that's what you like, it's not really wasting money.
Not at all. Yeah,
But if you
and
don't like,
that's the thing.
going to concerts, then it is.
I don't like going to concerts.
Or going to live sporting events.
I will say
I mean, go to an NFL game.
I'll go to a game. I think those are fun.
Yeah, they can be.
I think so. So Carlos was a part of the this VIP club for the Texas Rangers. So I went to a few of the games with him, and it came with a booth, but there was like an outside section, and it was close, so you could feel like you were in the game. But the booth had all you could eat, all you could drink. Now it wasn't fancy all you can eat all the time, right? Some days it was like steak and lobster, but other days it was like nachos and hot dogs. And so he took his wife on steak and lobster night, and he took me on nacho and hot dog night, and I had like 15 fucking hot dogs. And one of the beer helmets. I was so pissed drunk I didn't even know who was playing.
Yeah.
It was great. It was awesome. It was a fun time. I feel like you can make.
I mean, it's just
yeah.
You just got to pick what level of where your fun is and what you like to do, and not have it become an addiction. Because I think people could get addicted to going to concerts.
My sister was, yeah. She still kind of is.
You know, I
People
mean, I
get
talk to people that fly all over the country to fucking go to concerts, and it's like the amount of money that that's costing you is fucking outrageous.
that's an all you can eat, all you can drink, all of where they were locked in the bathroom because they had the flu in the bar. And Charlie had
Mhm.
like they were like all looking gaunt and like super sick and stuff. And then Charlie had whiskey hidden underneath the cabinet. And he was like, "Well, if we're gonna die anyways," he passes it around, and then like an hour later, they're all feeling better. They're like, "Oh, I feel fine." It's like, "Oh, we didn't have the flu. We're just alcoholics." Ah, and like one of the guys like, "Thank God." He's like, "Really? Thank God." He was like, "Yeah. I mean, we're not gonna die from the flu."
I saw. I watched Landman. I don't know if you've watched that one
My
yet.
parents watch it. They say they love it. Billy Bob Thornton's like killing it apparently.
Just I don't know. He kind of plays the same character
Yeah, duh.
in everything he does. Well, there's some people that play different styles of character and stuff, but
Like Jason Momoa in the
uh,
Minecraft movie.
that dude's fucking gone weird.
Well, he was always weird. I don't know if you've ever like seen stuff about Jason Momoa. Like
Yeah.
like you look back, he's always been really weird.
Well, but now he's got money, so he can be like his weirdness doesn't have to hide.
Yeah, he can be super weird. If you look at the Minecraft movie, by the way, if you look at little stuff, apparently Steve's in creative mode.
I believe it.
Yeah, there's like little hints and stuff.
Um, I forgot where I was going with this.
Actors that play the same role, actors that go weird.
Oh, Billy Bob Thornton and Landman. He only drinks Michelob Ultra in the movie because he used to be an alcoholic, and now all he drinks is Michelob Ultra
I saw that clip. It
because
was just like,
there's because there's no alcohol in it.
let me sit right here, drink 7 beers, come back the next night, drink 7 whiskeys, and you tell me if there's a fucking difference. That's fair though.
Oh, 100%. But he'd like any time of the day. Like, there's multiple times he's like, "You want to go to the patch and get a beer?" They're like, "It's 8 o'clock in the morning." So,
Man, that's how the peasants did it in the Middle Ages, dude.
yeah. So we started fucking driving.
Yeah. No, it wasn't until the 80s where you couldn't drink and drive.
Er, 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 er.
Oh, you were fine for me the
And
whole
that was
time.
it. Oh,
This has actually been one of the more stable connections I'd say we've had in like a while.
yeah.
God, that tequila's hitting hard. No, it was an interview with like a blue collar working town when they stopped the allowing drinking and driving. And it was like a fucking coal miner. He's like, "You tell me after a hard day's work I can't crack open a beer and drive home, have a 6 pack before I get there." And like looking back, like he's being serious. Like he's being fucking
Oh, that's
serious.
serious. I used to work with guys that would stop at the gas station when this was 20 years ago. They'd stop at the gas station on the way home and get a 24-ounce Coors Light or beer and drink that on the way home and hit the gravels and wind down after the day and then go home and do their thing.
Bring it back.
You know?
Bring it back.
Like my grandpa was in the police reserves, and like when they first initiated drinking and driving, what do you think the blood alcohol level was that you would get a DUI for
Well,
when they first initiated
I
it?
know it's .08 right now.
Yep.
So it's got to be something crazy like point fucking 14.
0.16
That's
was the
crazy.
legal. You you were pretty drunk.
Yeah, like .2 will kill you.
0.2 won't kill you, but
It could.
he said that they've had people like I think he told me the record that he ever saw was like 0.38 or something like that.
God damn. I've definitely seen people sit at like really high alcohol content, but like you talk to them and they're like in their 60s and they've been drinking for 40 years every day, liquor every day. And at that point, actually, hospitals you have to give them alcohol, or they'll die.
Yeah.
Like there's no in between. So there's like medication administration for beer, wine, and liquor
That's crazy.
that you give patients. Like they'll die. Like they'll straight up die.
Hmm.
I've had that happen before. Those motherfuckers. And they're just like happy. They're normal. Like they're pissed drunk, but they're just like, yeah, no, I mean, I could like fly a plane right now. And I bet you they fucking could.
Probably.
Or like that guy who landed the
Uh,
plane in the Hudson. No, not the plane in the Hudson. There was a guy who did a crash landing, and he was drunk at the time. But he was a hero. Like he did everything right. He did everything. He performed perfectly. He was just drunk.
it's crazy to me the amount of drinking that people do.
I mean, I was
Like it's
I
really
was the same for
bonkers.
that too. Well, no, so I never drank during the day unless I was off. I don't risk the drinking and driving because it's just I've seen the after effects of it, right? So I just don't risk that.
Well, but I'm saying like the sheer number of people, like the amount of alcohol that is actually consumed.
It's a lot.
It's a staggering number, I bet.
I can guarantee if we went to like World War III and we were drafting people, that would be something that would be.
Yeah, I'm live.
I'm live. I should get you a studio sign. It's like on air, live.
Hanging outside my door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not a bad idea. I like it.
Well, it's only effective during the summer because they don't have bedtimes.
It's still you could still do it every time.
Yeah.
He just wants to play Minecraft. I get it. I would also like to play Minecraft.
I bet he does. We didn't play for like 10 days.
God
And you
forbid.
hadn't been on for like 2 weeks before that.
Yeah, it's been. I tried to play games. I just couldn't.
Yep.
It just wasn't happening.
We played your stupid Kingdom game.
I love that game.
It was dumb.
I love it so much. I think it's so fun. Gets harder and harder with the ninjas and the knights and the. Oh yeah. I think it's a fun game. I think it's a fun game that you could play like with no commitment. There is a horror game I really want to play, but I got to convince Bubbles to get it with me. It's like Lethal Company but fishing.
Oh.
I know. Sounds perfect. But yeah. And other than that, there's not really any games out right now that I'm like jonesing to play. Usually something comes out that like piques my interest. I do want the Dune game.
I saw that. That looked pretty cool. Bless you.
That is something that I would be down for playing, but it's $50 fucking.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, we.
Well, you could be like my in-laws and have the person at Walmart tell them that they can play Mario World on their Switch when you can only play it on Switch 2 and spend $80 on a game that you can't play.
Your in-laws have. Oh, your in-laws do have the Switch. Yeah.
They have two Switches apparently, one for at home and one for their camper.
Oh wow. Are they gonna get the Switch too now?
They were talking about it. I'm willing to bet that the next time we see them, they have it,
I mean, the Switch is.
which will be at Christmas.
I think it's the most sold console in the world right now. The
I
Switch
believe it.
2. Yeah. It's a. I mean, it's a. I like having a Switch. It's a good piece of equipment, right? Portable. You can still do fun stuff with it. There's a lot of indie games in it that are still really fun.
Well, you only get it because of Pokemon.
I do get it every time because of Pokemon. But I still use it for other stuff. It's a good party console to have.
Yeah, that's what we were using it for. Was playing Mario Kart.
Yeah.
For
Mario
On the 4th
Kart.
of July, it started downpouring on us.
See?
So
Throw a Switch game up, give everyone a controller, and everyone has a good time. Jackbox is on there, just little stuff that you can just fucking do. And for the price,
yeah,
it's not as bad as like a PlayStation or an Xbox, you know.
yeah, they are. They're like a minimum price for a fucking Switch 2 is like $500.
Ooh, never mind. I take back all that I said.
Like, and that's bare minimum price
That's kind of crazy.
that I saw on because I just Googled it because they were like, well, how much is a Switch 2? And I said $499. Maybe it was $449, but still, what's $50?
Yeah, it's still just as bad. Or rather get VR at that point for half the price.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. I mean, I like having a laptop. I think this was the best little thing that we did is get computers. I think we've made our money
Yeah.
back in entertainment value from these things.
Oh, for sure. And I've gotten two of them.
Yeah, that's true.
So have you.
I have. So I think this is fine. I don't know. Every now and then I always think about what it would be like to go back to a console. But I realize like I'm so inundated in mouse and keyboard, I can't play controller anymore. I'm garbage at using a controller.
I can still play on a or a controller. Like, and I still do for some games, but like, there's other games. Like, I tried to play Minecraft on the console when I first started playing with my kids, and everything's just so slow.
Oh yeah, it's not optimized for it.
Like, like I think that's why I was dying so much the first couple times we played was because I was trying to play on mouse and keyboard or play on a controller with my son, and the reaction time was so slow that I didn't have sensitivity high enough, and it's weird how you get used to some of that stuff.
You know what we could also always do with your sons is get mini games for Minecraft and play those.
Yeah.
That would be pretty fun. There's four of us. Play like Spleef or like the Hunger Game. When I was growing up, Minecraft was out, right? Like I was, like in middle school or a teenager, and there was the Hunger Games were huge, right, in theaters and stuff. And so you would join a server and you join a game, and it's literally like you would just the pods would rise. There's a cornucopia and there's chests littered everywhere, and it's in a certain radius, and the last person standing wins. And we actually
Nice.
made our own arena for because we had like 8 friends that we would all play together. We surrounded in survival an entire area with glass, like a huge area, and it took weeks. We surrounded it in glass, got everything ready, put the loot right. We played one time, and no one wanted to reset everything, so we never played it again.
Makes sense.
But we did it. That was pretty cool.
That'd be a huge pain in the ass to reset it every time.
All the chests and the loot and like all that stuff. Like it wasn't worth it.
Yep.
When you can go and log on to like a server and play it, and it does it automatically.
Yeah.
But there's a bunch of really capture the flag. I remember playing like PvP capture the flag all the time in Minecraft.
I thought it was super funny as both of my kids play video games pretty consistently,
Mm-hmm.
but they're not very diverse in the games that they play. Like they started playing Roblox, they play some Minecraft, they play some Fortnite. We went and played Mario Kart. They were the two worst ones out there. Like, granted, my in-laws have the Switch, so I think they play quite a bit when they're like just the two of them, because they knew like they had their people that they played as, their machines, the worlds. They're like, ah, I hate this map, and I'm like, you know this map,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that's what they do when they go camping is play fucking Switch.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with like you're winding down, especially if you're a kid, you're
No,
winding down, you want to play some video games. I love video games.
so do I.
But there's a time and a place, I think.
Hmm.
I don't know. Sometimes I'd be thinking about getting into like an RPG and like losing myself for like a few days, and just going balls deep into a game that is just, I don't know. I'm a multiplayer player at heart. I like the co-op experience more than anything else. So hanging with my buddies and playing a game is my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, I would say I like the socializing gaming more than like. Yeah, I love being competitive in games and like playing multiplayer Call of Duty and stuff like that. That was always fun, but I didn't like to do it just by myself. Like I had to have at least
Yeah.
one other person that I was running with.
Yeah. Which I'm sure your Minecraft world is fucking crazy now. It's been so long.
I can't wait to show it to you.
Oh God.
We're at like day 240 something.
Yeah, that checks out. Well,
I had I had a couple days of free from work, so
I'll be way behind then.
well, you can have whatever you need.
Yeah, that's fair.
So
Yeah. I'll build you stuff. I'll build you whatever you
you
want.
can see all the failed builds that we have.
There are a lot.
There's a few. My mob farm doesn't work, and then my youngest tried to make two mob farms, and neither one of those worked either,
Did you
which I
kill
didn't think his would.
Did you kill the dragon?
No, I said
Oh,
we had to wait for you.
thank you. Let's go do that today.
Maybe.
He's not that hard. Well, yeah, I mean, life is life. I'm tired, boss, all the time. My brain hurts.
Wait till you throw 2 kids in the mix.
Fuck, you're right. That'll be even better. Oh,
And then it's not. And then it's not. Oh, I'm just gonna have fucking ramen for supper. It's like, oh, I've got other people that need to eat, and I don't want to feed them shit. Like, oh, they
yeah,
need to eat healthy.
that makes sense. I've been eating nothing but turkey and gravy with stuffing all week.
Cool.
We did it for we had a joint birthday party for like 3 of my family members, and so Jack, look, that motherfucker can't cook, right? Like I ate his spaghetti. That motherfucker can't cook.
But he can smoke.
He can smoke a fucking meat, and he made this turkey. Oh, squeezing the breast and like the juice is just leaking out. Well seasoned, herby, buttery, just delicious.
You know, one thing I learned about chicken and turkey that I thought was interesting.
What?
Well, you know how they always say you have to temp your turkey at like 165, or chicken and turkey have to be to 165 to make sure that all the
Yeah,
bacteria and stuff is dead.
but you don't have to.
Well, to avoid salmonella, that's like 100% of it can't survive. But if you have it at like 150 for 15 minutes, that kills
Yep,
all of it as well.
same effect.
So it's the same. I never thought of it that way. And I was like, well, fuck.
But some people don't like the squishier, less chewy chicken breast because they're used to the texture of overcooked chicken meat.
Yeah.
And they'll think it's going to make them sick. Honestly, if you just get the juices running clear for more than 5 minutes, you're set.
Yeah. I got a new smoker, so I've been doing
Is
some
it
different
is
stuff.
it the pellet one or a regular one?
It's a pellet,
Oh fuck yeah, you're gonna make so much stuff.
but it's like a really, really fucking nice pellet one.
Yeah,
It's a rec neck.
you got to make a pulled ham and smoked bologna.
My my wife actually, we were talking about making sandwiches because I make sourdough bread.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, and I'm like, well, what kind of sandwich meat should we get? You know, because I usually get ham and she doesn't like ham. And she's like, you know what would be really good is bologna on your sourdough. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that would be sacrilegious to
No,
put fucking
bologna is
that
amazing.
that dirt ass cheap fucking meat.
Thick slice of bologna, American cheese, thick slice of bologna, a ton of mustard, yellow mustard, like Heinz yellow mustard. Mm-mm. Maybe a little mayo too. That is deliciousness.
You will be super jealous. I got brought some of the Fisher's taco brats
Oh, those are
or
really
taco
good.
sausages.
Yeah.
I cooked a pack and I did it at like lunch when we were camping, and I cooked them at like 1 o'clock because nobody had eaten yet.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's like, "Oh, I'll eat one because we haven't had lunch yet, but we don't want to eat too much because we're gonna have supper tonight." So I only made 4. Neither one of my kids finished. Like, Dad, this is too hot. I'm like, this isn't even that spicy, dude.
You gotta expose them, Matt. You gotta expose them.
I try. They've told me barbecue sauce is too spicy before.
That's ridiculous. That's pepper, son. That's pepper.
Like I made a brisket. When you get brisket, do you like a ton of pepper on your brisket?
Yes.
I used a brisket rub from, I don't know who the guy was. He's a very large African American gentleman,
Might be Terry Black.
maybe. But I bought his brisket rub because I had it at the local grocery store, and I was like, oh, I'll try this one. They all hated it because it tasted too much like pepper.
I love pepper. A peppered steak? Oh, fuck me up. I love me some pepper. That blows my mind. But I like spicy things, so whatever.
I do too.
Not
And
too
according to
spicy.
Landman, all the Mexicans in Landman claim that spice keeps the doctor away.
It does. Clinically, cayenne will, and just like hot peppers and stuff, it will. We're like nothing better than like a spicy bowl of soup when you're sick, when you're just like snotting it out and just like getting everything out. Oh yeah, with a lot of lemon.
Soup drips in and just you keep eating.
Keep eating it. Just keep going.
Yeah.
No. Okay. We did
All
it.
right.
Oh, do you like my hair, by the way? I've been growing it.
I do. I love it. It looks
It's getting pretty good.
chef's kiss. You almost have as much hair as Gabe's daughter.
She has a lot of fucking hair. Everyone I sent a picture to was like, why'd they put a toupee on that baby? But she has that much hair. It's crazy. And the bluest eyes ever.
I couldn't even see the eyes because of how much hair there was.
She's got some really nice blue eyes. Like, they got lucky. Which Gabe's mom has blue eyes, and so does Avery's parents. So, like, her chances were higher.
Yeah.
But that is it. I will sign us off. Again, thank you everybody for watching the Sammy's and Beer podcast. We're here every Wednesday. We'll be here next week as well. We're going to have to reschedule next week a little bit. I fly Thursday, so I'd prefer to like do it either Thursday night or Tuesday night.
Okay.
Yeah,
whatever. Or we can do it earlier on Wednesday.
Swap.
No, I can do it. I can do it earlier next Wednesday.
Oh, well then that would work.
Yeah. Either way, we'll figure something out.
Okay, but we'll be back and you'll see us online. That's all you know, because we'll send out an email blast. Actually, we only believe in email blasts. So give you guys a chance to reply all to everybody. You know. Mm-hmm. Perfect. If you'd like to reach out to us, please do. Reach out to Matt at BigDickDaddy69 at rocketmail.com. This is his personal email, so just make sure you give him a little message. Any final words, Matt?
Water during the day so you can drink all night.
Don't forget your electrolytes. Toodles.